File 34.
The Great Longing. O my soul, I have taught thee to say today as once on a time, and formerly, and to dance thy measure over every here and there and yonder. O my soul, I delivered thee from all by-places, I brushed down from thee dust and spiders and twilight. O my soul, I washed the petty shame and the by-place virtue from thee, and persuaded thee to stand naked before the eyes of the sun. With the storm that is called Spirit did I blow over thy surging sea. All clouds did I blow away from it. I strangled even the strangler called Sin. O my soul, I gave thee the right to say nay like the storm, and to say yea as the open heaven saith yea. Calm as the light remainest thou, and now walkest through denying storms. O my soul, I restored to thee liberty over the created and the uncreated, and who knoweth as thou knowest the voluptuousness of the future? O my soul, I taught thee the contempt which doth not come like worm-eating, the great, the loving contempt, which loveth most where it contemneth most. O my soul, I taught thee so to persuade that thou persuadest even the grounds themselves to thee, like the sun, which persuadeth even the sea to its height. O my soul, I have taken from thee all obeying and knee-bending and homage-paying. I have myself given thee the names, change of need, and fate. O my soul, I have given thee new names and gay-coloured playthings. I have called thee Fate, and the Circuit of Circuits, and the Navel String of Time, and the Azure Bell. O my soul, to thy domain gave I all wisdom to drink all new wines, and also all immemorially old strong wines of wisdom. O my soul, every sun shed I upon thee, and every night, and every silence, and every longing. Then grewest thou up for me as a vine. O my soul, exuberant and heavy dost thou now stand forth, a vine with swelling udders and full clusters of brown golden grapes. Filled and weighted by thy happiness, waiting from superabundance, and yet ashamed of thy waiting. O my soul, there is nowhere a soul which could be more loving and more comprehensive and more extensive. Where could future and past be closer together than with thee? O my soul, I have given thee everything, and all my hands have become empty by thee. And now sayest thou to me, smiling and full of melancholy, which of us oweth thanks? Doth the giver not owe thanks because the receiver received? Is bestowing not a necessity? Is receiving not pitying? O my soul, I understand the smiling of thy melancholy. Thine overabundance itself now stretcheth out longing hands. Thy fullness looketh forth over raging seas, and seeketh and waiteth. The longing of over-fullness looketh forth from the smiling heaven of thine eyes. And verily, O my soul, who could see thy smiling and not melt into tears? The angels themselves melt into tears through the over-graciousness of thy smiling. Thy graciousness and over-graciousness is it which will not complain and weep, and yet, O my soul, longeth thy smiling for tears, and thy trembling mouth for sobs. Is not all weeping complaining, and all complaining accusing? Thus speakest thou to thyself, and therefore, O my soul, wilt thou rather smile than pour forth thy grief, than in gushing tears pour forth all thy grief concerning thy fullness, and concerning the craving of the vine for the vintage and the vintage knife. Thus speakest thou to thyself, and therefore, O my soul, Wilt thou rather smile than pour forth thy grief, than in gushing tears pour forth all thy grief concerning thy fullness, and concerning the craving of the vine for the vintager and vintage knife? And wilt thou not weep forth thy purple melancholy, then wilt thou have to sing. O my soul, behold, I smile myself who foretell thee this. Thou wilt have to sing with passionate song, until all seas turn calm to hearken unto thy longing, until over calm longing seas the bark glideth, the golden marvel, around the gold of which all good, bad, and marvellous things frisk. Also many large and small animals, and everything that hath light marvellous feet, so that can run on violet blue paths, towards the golden marvel, the spontaneous bark and its master. He, however, is the vintager who waiteth with the diamond vintage knife, thy great deliverer, O my soul, the nameless one, for whom future songs only will find names. And verily already hath thy breath the fragrance of future songs. Already glowest thou and dreamest, already drinkest thou thirstily at all deep echoing wells of consolation, already reposeth thy melancholy in the bliss of future songs. O my soul, now have I given thee all, and even my last possession, and all my hands have become empty by thee, that I bade thee sing. Behold, that was my last thing to give, that I bade thee sing. Say now, say, which of us now oweth thanks? Better still, however, sing unto me, sing, O my soul, and let me thank thee. Thus spoke Zarathustra. The second dance song. Into thine eyes gazed I lately, O life. Gold saw I gleam in thy night eyes, my heart stood still with delight. A golden bark saw I gleam on darkened waters, a sinking, drinking, reblinking golden swing bark. At my dance-frantic foot dost thou cast a glance, a laughing, questioning, melting, thrown glance. Twice only movedst thou thy rattle with thy little hands. Then did my feet swing with dance fury, my heels reared aloft, my toes they hearkened. Thee they would know. Hath not the dancer his ear in his toe? Unto thee did I spring. Then fledst thou back from my bound, and towards me waved thy fleeing, flying tresses round. Away from thee did I spring, and from thy snaky tresses. Then stoodst thou there half-turned, and in thine eye caresses. With crooked glances dost thou teach me crooked courses, on crooked courses learn my feet crafty fancies. I fear thee near, I love thee far, thy flight allureth me, thy seeking secureth me. I suffer, but for thee what would I not gladly bear? For thee whose coldness inflameth, whose hatred misleadeth, whose flight enchaineth, whose mockery pleadeth. Who would not hate thee, thou great bindress, inwindress, temptress, seekress, findress? Who would not love thee, thou innocent, impatient, windswift, child-eyed sinner? Whither pullest thou me now, thou paragon and tomboy? And now foolest thou me fleeing, thou sweet romp dost annoy. I dance after thee, I follow even faint traces lonely. Where art thou? Give me thy hand, or thy finger only. Here are caves and thickets, we shall go astray. Halt! Stand still! Seest thou not owls and bats in fluttering fray? Thou bat, thou owl, thou wouldst play me foul? Where are we? From the dogs hast thou learned thus to bark and howl. Thou gnashest on me sweetly with little white teeth. Thine evil eyes shoot out upon me, thy curly little mane from underneath. This is a dance over stock and stone, I am the hunter. Wilt thou be my hound, or my chamois anon? Now beside me, and quickly, wickedly springing, now up and over, alas! I have fallen myself over swinging. Oh, see me lying, thou arrogant one, and imploring grace! Gladly would I walk with thee in some lovelier place, in the paths of love through bushes variegated, quiet, trim, or there along the lake, where goldfishes dance and swim. Thou art now aweary? There above are sheep and sunset stripes. Is it not sweet to sleep? The shepherd pipes. Thou art so very weary? I carry thee thither. Let just thine arm sink. And art thou thirsty? I should have something, but thy mouth would not like it to drink. Oh, that cursed nimble, supple serpent and lurking witch, where art thou gone? But in my face I do feel through thy hand 2 spots and red blotches itch. I am very wearily of it, even thy sheepest shepherd to me. Thou witch, if I have hitherto sung unto thee, now shalt thou cry unto me. To the rhythm of my whip shalt thou dance and cry. I forget not my whip, not I. Then did life answer me thus, and kept thereby her fine ears closed. O Zarathustra, crack not so terribly with thy whip. Thou knowest surely that noise killeth thought, and just now there came to me such delicate thoughts. We are both of us genuine ne'er-do-wells and ne'er-do-ills. Beyond good and evil found we our island and our green meadow, we 2 alone. Therefore must we be friendly to each other. And even should we not love each other from the bottom of our hearts, must we then have a grudge against each other if we do not love each other perfectly? And that I am friendly to thee, and often too friendly, that knowest thou. And the reason is that I am envious of thy wisdom. Ah, this mad old fool wisdom! If thy wisdom should one day run away from thee, then would also my love run away from thee quickly. Thereupon did life look thoughtfully behind and around, and said softly, O Zarathustra, thou art not faithful enough to me. Thou lovest me not nearly so much as thou sayest. I know thou thinkest of soon leaving me. There is an old, heavy booming clock. It boometh by night up to thy cave. When thou hearest this clock strike the hours at midnight, then thinkest thou between 1 and 12 thereon. Thou thinkest thereon, O Zarathustra, I know it, of soon leaving me. Yea, answered I hesitatingly, but thou knowest it also. And I said something into his ear in amongst her confused, yellow, foolish tresses. Thou knowest that, O Zarathustra? That knoweth no one. And we gazed at each other, and looked at the green meadow o'er which the cool evening was just passing, and we wept together. Then, however, was life dearer unto me than all my wisdom had ever been. Thus spoke Zarathustra. 1. O man, take heed. 2. What saith deep midnight's voice indeed? 3. I slept my sleep. 4. From deepest dream I've woke and plead. 5. The world is deep. 6. And deeper than the day could read. 7. Deep is its woe. 8. Joy deeper still than grief can be. 9. Woe saith, hence, go. 10. But joys all want eternity. 11. Want deep, profound eternity. 12. The 7 Seals, or the Yea and Amen lay. If I be a diviner, and full of the divining spirit, which wandereth on high mountain ridges, twixt two seas, wandereth twixt the past and the future as a heavy cloud, hostile to sultry plains, and to all that is weary and can neither die nor live, ready for lightning in its dark bosom, and for the redeeming flash of light, charged with lightnings, which say, Yea, which laugh, Yea, ready for divining flashes of lightning. Blessed, however, is he who is thus charged, and verily long must he hang like a heavy tempest on the mountain, who shall one day kindle the light of the future. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love, for I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If ever my wrath hath burst graves, shifted landmarks, or rolled old shattered tables into precipitous depths, if ever my scorn hath scattered mouldered words to the winds, and if I have come like a besom to cross spiders, and as a cleansing wind to old charnel houses, if ever I have sat rejoicing where old gods lie buried, world-blessing, world-loving, beside the monuments of old world malignerers, for even churches and gods' graves do I love, if only heaven looketh through their ruined roofs with pure eyes. Gladly do I sit like grass and red poppies on ruined churches. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If ever a breath hath come to me of the creative breath, and of the heavenly necessity which compelleth even chances to dance star dances, if ever I have laughed with the laughter of the creative lightning, to which the long thunder of the deed followeth, grumblingly but obediently, if ever I have played dice with the gods at the divine table of the earth, so that the earth quaked and ruptured and snorted forth fire streams, for a divine table is the earth, and trembling with new active dictums and dice casts of the gods. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If ever I have drunk a full draught of the foaming spice and confection bowl in which all things are well mixed, if ever my hand hath mingled the furthest with the nearest, fire with spirit, joy with sorrow, and the harshest with the kindness, if I myself am a grain of the saving salt which maketh everything in the confection bowl mix well, for there is a salt which uniteth good with evil, and even the evilest is worthy, as spicing and as final over-foaming. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If I be fond of the sea and all that is sea-like, and fondest of it when it angrily contradicteth me, if the exploring delight be in me, which impelleth sails to the undiscovered, if the seafarer's delight be in my delight, if ever my rejoicing hath called out, The shore hath vanished, now hath fallen from me the last chain, the boundless roareth around me, far away sparkle for me space and time, well, cheer up, old heart. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If my virtue be a dancer's virtue, and if I have often sprung with both feet into golden emerald rapture, if my wickedness be a laughing wickedness, at home among rosebanks and hedges of lilies, or in laughter is all evil present, but it is sanctified and absolved by its own bliss, and if it be my Alpha and Omega, that everything heavy shall become light, everybody a dancer, and every spirit a bird, and verily that is my Alpha and Omega. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. If ever I have spread out a tranquil heaven above me, and have flown into mine own heaven with mine own pinions, if I have swum playfully in profound luminous distances, and if my freedom's avian wisdom hath come to me, thus, however, speaketh avian wisdom, Lo, there is no above and no below. Throw thyself about, outward, backward, thou light one. Sing, speak no more. Are not all words made for the heavy? Do not all words lie to the light ones? Sing, speak no more. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity.